Okay, so I just read about this tool called PG Lake that integrates Iceberg and data lake files into PostgreSQL. It's pretty wild.
Wait, really? So it lets you use Postgres as a lakehouse system. That sounds super useful.
Yeah, you can create Iceberg tables directly from PostgreSQL with full transactional guarantees. Like, no more juggling data between systems.
That's a game changer. But how does it handle raw data files in object stores like S3?
Good question. It can query and import data from formats like Parquet, CSV, and JSON stored in S3. Super flexible.
Wow, I have to admit, that's impressive. So you can also export results back to S3.
Exactly. You can use copy commands to export query results in formats like Parquet or CSV.
That's really neat, but I wonder about the performance. Does it really handle fast queries?
It does. It leverages DuckDB's query engine underneath for faster execution without leaving Postgres.
Hold on, does that mean it runs DuckDB as a separate process? That's kind of unusual, right?
Totally, they've got this pgduck server that implements the Postgres wire protocol locally. Very clever.
I see, so it essentially delegates part of the query execution to DuckDB. That's an interesting architecture.
Right, it helps avoid threading and memory safety limitations that could occur if DuckDB was embedded directly.
That makes sense, but what about setting it up? Is it complicated?
Not really, you can set it up using Docker for a quick test environment or build it from source.
Got it, and once it's set up, how do you create those Iceberg tables?
You just add using Iceberg to your create table statements. It's pretty straightforward.
That's simple enough. It looks like they even allow you to infer table columns from external data sources.
Exactly, it can infer columns and types from formats like JSON and CSV, which is super handy.
But I wonder, does this approach have any limitations? Like, are there any trade-offs?
Good point, the evidence is mixed. While it's efficient, there could be complexities with mixed data formats.
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind. And what about the setup with S3? How does that work?
pgduck server uses a secrets manager for credentials, which is pretty standard for cloud setups.
Interesting. So you have to configure your cloud credentials properly for it to work.
Exactly, setting the default location for Iceberg tables is key too. You can do that with simple commands.
I love that it has this modular architecture. It seems focused on making it easy to extend.
Definitely, they have different components for table management, query execution, and more.
Speaking of components, is it all built by the same team? That's a lot of expertise.
Yep, the team has experience with other Postgres extensions, which really helps with the design.
That's reassuring. So, what happens if you were a previous user of Crunchy Data Warehouse?
Good question. There's an automatic upgrade path to PG Lake, though some names might change.
Nice, and I noticed it's open source now after Snowflake acquired Crunchy Data. That's a big move.
Absolutely. It's exciting to see how that will drive further development and community engagement.
Right, I'm curious how that might change the landscape for data lakes and databases.
Me too. It's like they're blurring the lines between data lakes and traditional databases.
For sure. So, do you think there are any big downsides we should consider?
Definitely, while it's powerful, it may not suit every use case, especially for very high concurrency workloads.
That's a fair point. Balancing performance with ease of use will be crucial as they evolve.
Right? It's like they have to continually adapt to user feedback and changing tech.
I totally agree. There's so much potential here, but they need to be mindful of limitations.
So at the end of the day, PG Lake presents a compelling option for those integrating with Iceberg.
Exactly. I can't wait to see how its adoption evolves in the industry.
Same here, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. What do you think will be the biggest takeaway?
I think it will be the ability to merge the best of both data lakes and traditional databases.
Absolutely, that's a fascinating direction for data management as a whole.
For sure, it'll be interesting to see if other platforms will follow suit.
And I wonder how data governance will adapt to these changes. That's crucial.
Right, it opens up a lot of questions about data management practices moving forward.
I feel like we've only scratched the surface of what's possible with PG Lake.
Definitely. and I'm excited to see where this journey takes us in the realm of data lakes.